Hey guys, I'm Morentin with Glaucoma Hope. So today is day 30 of 100 days of videos and day 18 of the 21-day reset. So 21-day reset, it's coming to a close pretty soon. I feel really awesome. Remember the purpose of it is to get your body running at optimal levels so that the oils and different things that we give it to heal our conditions is able to do work at maximum effect, right? So that's the main reason why we do this. Okay, so so all that stuff is going really, really well. But today we want to focus on part 3 of the recap for the Emerald Cup, because it just talks about a couple of things that we need to concern ourselves with, right? So recreational use for marijuana was okayed last month, right? So there's a big push for that right now. So everybody's like hopping on the bandwagon with, businesses and trying to do stuff because they want to make money, right? Which is okay, right? It's, we live in a capitalist society. Go ahead and make some money. That's fine. But all of their focus is towards recreational, right? And everybody that I'm talking to, and that's new to the industry. So we have to make sure that there are some people that keep a focus on the medical marijuana side. And the reason I say that is because when I went up there to the Emerald Cup to meet with the guys that produce the main producers of the oil that I take, that I personally take, right? And they are from Colorado, so they are very familiar with the marijuana industry in Colorado and what's gone on there, because it started out as medical marijuana, and then they were the first to go recreational, right? So, and what they told me is a concern, because they said that basically as soon as recreational came in, like the medical marijuana was like the bastard stepchild, and all the focus is put on recreational right now. And so there's a lot of things going on where they're stripping down the oils, and removing things and making them like so pure and pristine and putting them back together, like reconstituting them, and almost, for lack of a better term, to give them like with better flavor profiles or whatever, to have them like almost like a cigar, like so you could enjoy a nice cigar, you could enjoy a nice hit off of a dab hit, with these terpene flavors and all this kind of stuff, which is fine, that's enjoyable. I've tried those, and it makes you feel good, maybe it'll help your anxiety, depression, whatever, too, but mainly it just makes you feel good, and it tastes really, really, really awesome, right? But when they do that, when you strip down all that stuff, then the medicinal qualities, they go away, right? Like we said, like the depression, like different emotional things, that they could still be helped, but things that actually have to do with restructuring your body, like doing things that like help to heal your eyes, or like to heal cancer. You can't strip shit away and then put it back together. It needs to be the whole raw plant oil, right? You can extract the oil, but you don't want to start extracting all these other constituents, because it's a holistic thing. It's a holistic process that we are utilizing to heal ourselves. So we need the whole of the oil. It needs to be like a pristine oil, but it has to have all the constituents that all the medicinal constituents in there, not have them removed and put back in. Okay, I hope that makes sense, but it is true, and I know this to be fact. Okay, so my guys still make that kind of oil. They make the other kind too, and like all their money is off of all these oils, and they still make these for the medical marijuana people, right? And then I found a few more like small farmer associations, little collectives of farmers in like Sonoma County and Southern Humboldt and stuff like that, they produce oils, and they are producing oils for specific conditions. And like I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be talking with a couple of the groups about making oils specifically for eye conditions. So that's really, really awesome. So we just need to make sure that we nurture those people. You know, we give them our money, we buy stuff off of them, and so they keep on doing what they're doing. You know, if they can't sustain themselves, then they'll switch what they're doing. You know, and that's just the way it is. They need to eat, they need to live. You know, they need to put a roof over their heads, right? So that's why we need, you know, to I'm starting my company MOVIDA to give medical marijuana patients direct access to quality oils, and to buy from these people to make sure that they know that there's a market for it, right? And that they need to keep on producing it. So so that's why that's why I got into the business side of it too. You know, I'm on the patient side of it. I figured out the protocol to fix the eyes, and maybe not fix them, but stop them from getting damaged any worse, right? Which is awesome, because nobody has that. Nobody has that, right? They have theory. They have like, oh, I heard this, I read this on the internet. Nobody has a protocol. I do. I have a case study of 2.5 years plus, right? And I'm continuing that on, and I'm bringing on more people. So, so we have something real, and we want to keep, discovering that is good, but having access to the oils that actually will help the conditions to be healed, that is the big deal, right? Knowing what's beneficial is just a portion of it. Having access to what's beneficial and actually getting it, that's the big deal, right? So I'm providing people that may not know how to get access, and I'm providing the people that make stuff with the money to actually to buy the stuff off of them so they could live and eat and do their thing, right? Remember, these are multi-generational farmers that I'm dealing with, right? And they do it for the love of doing it. They love the marijuana plant. They love what it does for them, their connection to the earth, all that kind of stuff, which is important. That's that grassroots kind of thing we were talking about. So they use heirloom variety stuff, seeds. You know, they've been hybridized, for certain kind of whatevers, but they're not genetically modified, right? Which is huge, right? And then there's other heirloom seeds that haven't even been hybridized, right? So so they have all these different things, depending on what you want, right? And we could actually pick those plants to make the oils from and all this kind of stuff, So I take care of that side. So that's all good and well. But having these grassroots people that really, really care about this stuff is a really, really important thing. I'm big in the whole foods and true food movement and the eat local movement across the U.S. and many parts of the world, right? And I've helped a lot of people become really huge in that movement and become thought leaders in that, right? And the reason that we still have organic and have like biodiverse farms and different things like that, where people are producing like healing foods, is partly because of me, right? Because of my efforts. Because I am an activist, and I know what to do, and I know how to connect with people, right? So I'm doing that for the marijuana industry and the marijuana movement to make sure that we have this grassroots thing kept, and it stays alive and vibrant, and that more advances are made, and more people are given the opportunity to heal. All right. That's really super important to me, right? That's just super, super important to me. I have another business that makes plenty of money. Like, I'm not hurting for money. My bills are paid. I eat. I do all that stuff. I'm not doing the business side of the cannabis industry for money. I'm going to make a profit because that's just what I do. I'm a digital marketer, but but I'm doing it because, you know, number one, because I want to have access for myself, but I help heal people. I've done that for the past 30 years as a holistic health practitioner. So I could help people with the MOVIDA, you know, my new company, and just make sure that I, you know, and be a watchdog at the same time, you know, and help other people to learn how to be watchdogs, because that's what I'm really good at doing, is pretty much lighting a fire under people's asses and getting them to go like, wow, like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? You know, you guys are trying to take away something from us. Bullshit. We're not going to have that. And then, you know, they take things forward, and I just give them the information and the support. And anytime somebody tries to fucking shoot them down, like a PhD or MD or something, tries to fucking belittle them by any means, then I step in and just beat that fucking person's ass down, you know, intellectually, right? You know, because I have the education, I have the postgraduate education, I have more education nutritionally than 99.999% of all MDs and PhDs, because I have continued to study every day of my life. Like the things that I talk for and fight about, I know about, and they are true. They're not hypothetical, right? I don't do that. Everything I do is based in reality, right? So anybody that wants to try to fucking debate me, go for it, man. I'll school you, right? That's just the way I am, you know. So I beat down any fucking MD or PhD that tries to say that this stuff isn't true, you know. I mean, I'm a badass at this shit, you know. With anything, like when you talk about genetic modifications, anything. I'm a certified GMO speaker through the Institute of Responsible Technology, you know, all this stuff, right? I mean, I am an authority in this kind of thing. So I am a good person to have on our side for the battlefield. And I am a warrior for this too. I am an activist. I will go down fighting. You know, I will do this for the rest of my life, because I want to see for the rest of my life, right? So that's it, man. Just keep on fighting. If you have a friend with eye conditions, heart disease, you know, anxiety, depression, things like that, then fight for medical marijuana. If you have these conditions yourself, then for sure fight for medical marijuana. If you have questions about it, then reach out to people that you know that have this, or reach out to me. You know, I'll help you out, steer you in the right direction, you know, you know, with information or whatever. All right. You know, I'm always happy to help people. All right. So again, Morentin with Glaucoma Hope. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. Peace.